Hey everyone, welcome back to Craps University, your home for mastering the game of craps, whether you're a beginner or an advanced player. There's going to be something here for everybody. Today we're going to take a walk on the dark side. So in a previous episode we did the 3-point Molly, but what you didn't know, Molly has a little sister named Dolly. So this is the bad little sister of the 3-point Molly. And as I said, we're going to take a walk on the dark side. The 3-point Molly is a dark side answer to the 3-point Dolly is the dark side answer to the 3-point Molly. Instead of using the pass line and come bets, we're going to flip it up and use the don't pass and don't come right there. It works basically the same. You're going to start off, since this is a $25 table, you're going to start off with the don't pass. Once a point is established, if it's a 9, you're going to put your odds on the 9, which is 4 times. And then we are going to do a DC, or a don't come. When a number is rolled and it's decided, say the 5, you're going to add your odds there. Another roll is going to take place. And let's say that time it's a 6. Put your DC, the roll happens, it's a 6. We put out our 125 odds, and then this happens. So if it 7's out, what happens is they're going to take the lines and pay the don'ts. So remember, these are lay bets. So that is going to get you paid $66 for the odds, and then the base bet is 1-to-1. So if we had our odds back here, we would get 3 for every 2, and we would get paid basically $150. But the don't, you get paid 2 for every 3, so you're going to get 66 here, and you're going to get 1-to-1. The same types of payouts would be here on the 5. This is really a lay bet. We covered lay bets in an earlier episode. And then the 6, you're going to get paid 5 for every 6 you have out. So we can do the math very easily with that. And your payout is going to be 104 for that. Okay? Pretty straightforward. So why don't we run through a real example? So let me collect everything. I've thought about it, and here's what I'm going to do from here on out. So sometimes doing short rolls, maybe 3 points or 3 7s, that might not be enough to collect the data. So I'm going to do at least 5 shooters up to 10, depending on how fast the rolls are happening. And that will give us a little bit more data to even out the rolls. So why does this work? So we can, it's real math is what we're doing here. Is I told you the payouts. I think the payouts, it's a little bit more grinder. We will have to risk a little bit more, but we know we are betting with the 7, and the 7 is the most frequent number. So the house edge is actually pretty decent on these bets. All right, let's get into it and let's run through. All right, this is shooter number 1. All right, there we go. 5, no field 5. All right, so with that, that was just similar to the same example. We are going to put our odds there, and we're going to throw down a DC right there. Our starting bankroll is $2,500. I know that might be a little bit high. If you don't want to play on a $25 table, you can do your own math, what it's going to be on a $15, $10, even a $5 table if they're still around. All right, so we're looking for anything but a 5. And we lose on the 7, and we lose on an 11. We get paid on a 2 and 3, and we push on that 12. 9, center field 9. All right, our DC travels to here. Let's throw our odds out there. Odds. All right, let's go. Yo, 11. All right, we lose that. We only have 2 points. We're going to 3 points with the 3-point Dolly, the evil little sister of Molly. Let's go. 10. Easy 10. All right. Things are looking fairly decent, and our odds are going to be 75 on that. And what do we got? 8. Nothing happening. 9. All right. Look at this. 9. We lose that because we hit it. So at this point, it's up to you what you want to do. Do you want to put another out there? Let's do it. Or you could just finish out the roll like this. We know if we finish out the roll just as we are, we're in fairly decent shape for this 10. Actually, really good shape. That 4 and 10 are the best numbers to have. This don't is a 5. Could be worse. It could be a 6 or 8. All right, let's go. Yo, 11. All right, that's a loser for the don'ts. Nine. Center field 9. All right, we travel here. We're back where we started. 9. Lose that again. All right. Again, your decision. Do you want to finish out the roll as is because we had 3 numbers? We've lost this 9 twice. Let's finish out the roll. 4. Easy 4. 10. Hard 10. All right. That stinks, but it is craps and we do lose. Five. All right. That is the crummiest roll in history. All right. Puck goes off and we start all over again. We throw our don't out there. We know we're very happy because of the 4. The 4 odds will be 75. Throw our don't. 6. Easy 6. All right. We can go 5 times odds. 9. There's the cursed 9 again. I know it's my favorite number. That don't travels actually. And here we go. 10. Hard 10. If you're a hard way player, this rolls for you. 7. 7 out. All right. So, since it's a 4, we got 75. We're really going to get paid $38 on that guy. And the 1-to-1 bet. There's that bet. On the 6, we're going to get 1-to-1 with 104 on the odds. And the 10, we're going to get 1-to-1 there, and we're going to get 67 odds. So, all right. There we go. We can pick all this up and rack. We'll leave our don't out. All right, I'm going to color up some of these as we go. I just don't want to get stuck with a bunch of 1s. All right. Number off. All right, that's roll number 1. Just put a little marker there to let me know that's 1. All right, here we go. 7. 7. That's a winner for the pass line, loser for the don't. And let's run it back. 2 aces. All right. That would be a loser for the pass, but it pays 1-to-1 for the don't. Let's pick it up and rack it. 4. Love the 4s when you're playing the don'ts. With that, that means we can play here's what we'll do. Instead of playing 75, we'll just play 70. It's easy math. And as usual, I forgot the... nope, we're in good shape. And here we go. Roll. Hard 4. Back-to-back 4s. It happens. But the good thing here, now our don't has traveled to a 4. 6. Easy 6. All right. We're just going to keep going with full odds on that. We're on the 6. Put the DC. and 8. Not too happy about having the 6 down here and the 8 up here. We could be doing better. Well, let's put our odds down for the 4. And for the 4, we'll just leave it like that. All right, 6. Winner 6. Take the don'ts. All right, there goes our don'ts. Trying to set a new point. Our odds are off, but the base bets are working. Let's go. 10. Easy 10. All right. Like it when you're playing the don't and we're getting some 10s out here and 4s. But it doesn't matter in the game of craps. Any number can come up at any time. 6. Nothing happening. All right, let's go. 4. There's that blessed 4. All right, we take that. We're going to finish out this roll as is. We're not going to add another DC. 7. 7 out. All right. So if I would have added that don't come, we would have lost it. But here, we know that we're going to get paid 104 and 25 for the base bet. And here, we are going to get paid 38 bucks. All right, let's pick it all up. That's 10. Yep. Rack that. And we're coming out. Nine. I know it's my favorite number, but dang. Can we not keep rolling the 9? All right, so our odds are down. Our DC's out. 8. 8. Our don't come travels. We're going to put odds on it, and we're going to roll again. 9. See? Don't let me roll when it's 9, because that loses for the don't. So let's keep it going. Same shooter. 10. Hard 10. Where are the friends of the hard way? All right, so let's get that down. We know we can put 75 right there. I'm trying to get that third point established. Yo 11. Pay the come, take the don'ts. Gone. All right, let's get that down. $10. I should go to the casino and bet 9s and 10s all day long. All right, gone. All right. Rinse and repeat. This goes to the 10. Drop that. That's odds. Odds are off on the come out. That's a push for us right there. Push. 5. Center field 5. All right, we're on here. Could be worse. Not bad. All our odds are placed. Let's go. 9. Nothing happening. 7. 7 out. All righty. There we go again. So we get paid 67. For our odds and 1-to-1, and we get paid 1-to-1, 1-to-1, and 38 there, and 104 here. All right, let's see where we're at. Wrap that up. Another black one. All right, 2 more shooters. Then we'll call this a day. All right. 8. Same thing, rinse and repeat. We got a DC. 5. Let's travel. Odds. 4. Easy 4. All right, I forgot the DC. Going back in time, placing it, and then traveling. And then our odds of 75. And roll. 4. I seem to be rolling 4s quite a bit. So collect. Let's do put out again. 4. Oh my gosh. 3 4s in a row. Travel. Put odds on that. 5. All right. We lose this. We're not going to put another don't come out there. 7. 7 out. It is bound to happen. All right. We know that pays 38 for the odds. And this pays 104. And let's just drop them and get 105. All right. One more shooter. And we collect all of that. And we're off. off. Last shooter coming out. 9. Put this on the don't come. 7. 7 out. All right. Auto lose. The don't ends that shooter's roll. And we are going to get paid 60. $7 and the base bet. Let's collect all that up. We started with 2,500. Let's count it out. $500,000, 15, 2,000, 21, 2149, 2149. So we lost a little bit, but you know, we had some rolls out there that did not go in our favor, but it's very grindy type strategy. I play the don'ts when I go to the casino. Not all the time, because I like to vary, but sometimes I'll start playing a pass come type strategy depending on how the table feels. If it's a hot table, I'll stick with it. But if it's cold, I'll switch to the don'ts. And if it gets hot, I'll switch back to the pass line come strategy. So you've got to learn how to read the strategies or the tables and understand that every table varies. Times you might go one time and crush it. You might go other times and it's a battle. This would be a battle, but honestly, we lost, but we weren't down a tremendous amount in the grand scheme of things. I'm sure if we would have got some more rolls in, you would have seen that tide kind of turn. You know, again, 3-point Molly, 3-point Dolly. Number one, don't go beyond 3 bets. The more exposure you have, the more likely you'll get burned when the table warms up. Number 2, don't forget the come out roll risk. You can lose your don't pass on a natural 7 or 11. Considering hedging that with possibly a yo. I've got an episode coming up and we'll talk about like the C&E here and possibilities of when you would use it. So if you're playing the don't pass, we know that this is going to pay 15 to 1. Throw 5 over there. So if a yo did hit, that's $75. Okay? That pays for the don't pass and gives you a little bit extra for your rack. But it's up to you if you're into hedging rolls like that. Number 4, don't jump in too early. Wait until you see, as I was saying, wait until you can read the table, and you might want to just do a pass line or don't pass bet, you know, without odds, just so you can start reading that table and seeing the energy. Once you get around one time, you will start to see the people that make a difference at the craps table and the people that roll and are fairly cold. If it gets around twice, that gives you even more firepower to make your decisions on how you're going to bet. So this strategy shines on the cold table. A lot of times when I play craps, you can definitely tell when the table is cold. If shooters are going to 7 out over and over again, this is the way that you want to play. It's also a great system to use early in your session while you're sizing up the table. So I know we talk about the 3 points, but if you're still trying to size up that table, you might just want to play the don't pass, okay? Lower risk, you can change your odds. You don't have to take full odds, but once you read the table and start understanding where the table are hot, what pockets when you hit, what players, it's good to understand what you're getting into. So many times I see people, they'll throw down a bunch of money, they'll get their chips, and then they spread them all out almost immediately. And when I say throw money down, I'm talking $500,000. They'll throw them all out, okay? They'll go across, they'll put field, they put pass line. You see them over here in this area. They're playing world, season, easy. You know, I guess it's fun, but a lot of times they immediately lose and they pull out more money. So that is what I'm trying to get across to everybody. It's your money. Make the correct decisions, know the payouts, know the percentages. And I'm here to help with any of that. So here's a bonus move on the come out hedge. So the casino I go to, like I said, $5. But casinos in Vegas, they'll take $2. You can place a $2 bet here that will pay out 30. I'd rather lose $2 but have the opportunity to win 30 if a yo hits. That's covering this. What you can also do, it just softens the roll. You know, you can also do any 7. You could throw a 5 over here that would hedge that. I don't see a lot of people playing any 7, but it's up to you how you want to protect your investment right here and any bets. So there you have it, the 3-point Dolly, a structured, calculated, dark side strategy that plays to the cold table. If you want control, consistency, and finally stop chasing hot hands, this is the way that you should play. Don't worry if people give you lashback at the table, and usually they don't. You might run into every so often. Even if you're playing the don't, be a part of the action, you know? Cheer for people that are winning. If you're playing the dark side strategy, just be very low key. But still, you want to cheer for people that are winning. Like what you're learning? So subscribe to Craps University. Drop a question in the comments. We'd love to hear and cover some of your most favorite strategies. If you'd like more detail on strategies that you've heard about or only seen a little bit, we could take a deep dive into them. Thanks everybody for watching. See you at the felt.